So with that formal introduction to this full board, I would like to take up this agenda item which has been bothering us for 30.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. As mentioned by our chair that we are doing well as of now with our business, and we are producing 100 bottles per minute as of now, so which will increase, we could increase, and buying this Swiss machine would help us to go produce 200 bottles per minute, which will help us to reach the market. As it is, we have a shortage at particular seasons, we have a shortage, hence we would require this to go ahead and produce 200 bottles per, this machine which helps us to produce 200 bottles per minute, which will help us to go ahead and take care of the deficit which happens.
Same thing.
Yeah, so sorry, go ahead.
The machine can be added later for after 1 year or something. Till the time we can double the capacity by making more production. So later if we implement this new machine,
But I guess
it will be more.
Yeah, we had worked out the statistics, we had worked out the modalities, things that finally we came up, I think we got a lot of correction. Why is that that we should not get it now? Because we had worked out this 50 crores which came up after a lot of discussions, and I think 3 months of our sweat has gone into this. So what is it?
Time will be, I mean, the capital what we are investing will be easily made up rather than giving the expenditure for doing a second shift. So this we can easily cover up by 2 years time. We can easily cover up rather.
To this, and the second being, is this the right thing to do from a fixed cost perspective? Now, in terms of the first part, which is the opportunity cost, we did over the last 3 months, as Jayashri has put forward, we've actually looked at many avenues in terms of what, whether this is the right thing to do. And also, the problem statement here is more that we are not able to meet the demand that is there. So, and we have given in Appendix C 3 levels of demand, the optimistic, pessimistic, as well as what we think is the most probable. And if we look at that, there is no way we can meet even the most probable demand with the current capacity that we have. So if we need to, so yes, there may be other opportunities to invest this money.
Impact on the current employment that is there, and then how are we going to address that particular sort of cost that needs to be incurred during their sort of inclusion or exclusion from the organization. So whether those things are factored in, and then whether it's still considered in the protection of the interest of the stakeholders by going ahead with this decision. So I'd like to look at this particular point and like to see whether the management has taken
That's I think a very good valid
So
point.
just to add to President what is Raju is saying, I had also one point which I would like to extend that conversation. If you could probably tell us what would be the impact on top line and what would be the impact on bottom line, that would help us to arrive at a point of consensus whether it is the right decision to move forward on this direction.
Regarding the manufactured product, we have,
how are we going to finance this capex? Has that been detailed in here?
Yes.
And how will that affect the bottom line towards the end of the financial year? I think that was not very clear from the documents we saw, or maybe I misread.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the reason that we left it formalities of it with the bank. But I think now we have a very clear emergence of a debt a structure that we're going to take up with the bank, which will fund this. And the bank is giving us a pretty good deal. We have worked out in the business plan that we circulated after we circulated the agenda. I've actually built in the interest cost of that. And if you see it, while it may not be in your original documents, it's actually in your business plan.
And keeping in view the suggestion of the director of operations that maybe there could be a possibility of working double shift on the same machine till such time you're able to tie up your loan and other things. And also bring, as Nivedha said, everybody at the same table. If we could quickly have a small committee to go into this, I would suggest that it be a small one, so that, either the CFO could take it through or MD or something. Just take it through, and by the time we are ready for our next meeting, which is scheduled for the quarterly results, I think we should be able to pass this through. I entirely agree with you. I think we should be first safe, and then we be sure.
May I just then suggest that Aruna be part of the smaller committee because she is the one who has the
I
most
would leave
concerns?
it to the MD to suggest. Could we have a small team? Since
Sure. With the kind of questions cropping up from different various bodies here within the board, I personally feel that we should take some time to decide on this.
Right. So would you? I think that's a good idea.
We can
okay?
actually-
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a small,
that should be fine.
small
That should be
discussion across small team. So may
what
I recommend that we
suggest is,
have?
we can actually decide on a timeline within which this has to be decided, so that if at all it is to be done, it is done quickly as the CEO suggested.
That's a very good idea, but I believe the homework has already been done, so I think it's just to bring you people on it. So maybe we could have a quick discussion in the next 10 days on this.
Yes,
And
that
then
would be
get back.
very helpful
Yeah.
because the deal we have is only for about a month, and maybe need to go back to the negotiation.
I see the point. That's it, sir.
I would like
Happy to see, I see a couple of new faces here, and we're very happy that we got you in here. We've already, I think, touched on some of the agenda items through the earlier things, and we're very happy to say that we've had a fantastic quarter. I think, we'll have a presentation on that. So, I think there is one item on the agenda.
In this acquisition of a low-cost carrier, there are two, three things that really will help us. So number one is we get into newer routes. Today, being the premium segment and get new customers in the same space. That's the second thing. And third, I think because the volumes we get, larger volumes, maybe gasoline prices or food and so on and so forth, we are able to leverage better with our suppliers.
You had a premium product, you had a mass product, and how did you blend it, and did it impact?
Yes, what we did is we looked at certain points before the acquisition. We looked first and foremost, we worked on a business model as to how the acquisition would work with a premium company and not a very premium company. And also, we did a survey of coming to the current acquisition that we are thinking of with Kingfisher and Deccan. So we should also be.
I hope you've got all the packets with me, some data points that we need to discuss in terms of why we're releasing the aircrafts. So then we have Raju talk about it, please.
Yeah, considering our current market position and then the opportunity to further expand on the routes, the profitable routes that we foresee, we thought of